Be sure to do
Totally my plan. Temperatures yesterday got into the low to mid 70s most spots. The hot spot was actually Olympia and Renton, the two official sites that came up at 75. It was 74 degrees at SeaTac, a degree below the a degree above the normal high temperature there. And of course, we have to refer back 2 years ago when it was 102 degrees yesterday, 104 today, and 108 tomorrow. Glad it's not doing that this year. It's a much more pleasant day when it's in the mid 70s, that's for sure. Take a look at the pollen count from Northwest Asthma and Allergy. Not as pleasant if you suffer from grass allergies, because they were in the high range yesterday. Trees and weed pollens remained in the low range, pretty much past the tree season. And the weed season normally gets underway in big time in July. At least that's what Northwest Asthma and Allergy normally tells me. Take a look at the Bellingham Tower cam. You see, yesterday we didn't really see any of the low clouds creeping there during the show, but you can see it's starting to show up there, so we're seeing that push in. But you can also see a little bit of sunshine peeking through the clouds, and we'll see it burn back pretty quickly once we get towards mid-morning today, and we should be on track for a sunny afternoon everywhere. Take a look at the Queen Anne Tower cam, looking out towards where the top of the Space Needle would normally be. It's a dark and gray morning, that's for sure, but it's still a pretty shallow deck of marine air, and it'll burn off pretty easily later on. Out of the airport, boy, it gets backed up early on the drives in there, and it's continuing, as you can see there at SeaTac, and normally it's running later in the morning as well, so definitely allow a lot of time if you're headed out towards the airport to either leave town or to pick somebody up who's coming into town. Tacoma Tower cam showing the low gray clouds as well. Temperatures just about everywhere in the mid-50s starting off the day, and we're looking for good air quality across the state. So that's another huge plus, as we're getting this really nice sunny weather and not having any problems with air quality, largely because we're still getting a lot of fresh Pacific air coming in from off the coast. So for today, we're going to be looking for the clouds this morning. They're mostly sunny. We have a chance of some thunderstorms in the Cascades again this afternoon, but fewer than yesterday. Temperatures mostly getting into the low to mid 70s. About the same Wednesday and Thursday. We'll pick up a couple degrees. We'll lose a couple degrees Friday and Saturday. We'll pick up a couple on Sunday, and then Monday looks like we start to warm up with upper 70s and low 80s. And then 4th of July itself probably getting into the low to mid 80s, but then that marine air kicks in again, drop back to the mid to upper 70s as we head towards mid to late next week.